guys, it's your girl Sierra here, and I'm back with another video for my channel. So for today's video, I'm basically going to be talking about losing your V card. Now I know Valentine's Day is right around the corner, and I'm sure maybe some people are planning on doing the do for that day, or I don't know, whatever, but I felt like this would be the perfect video to make since Valentine's Day is coming up, or just in general, if this is something that you are contemplating on doing, this video is for you. So just a little disclaimer, this is not a story time video. I'm not going to be talking about my personal experiences or anything like that. This is purely going to be an informational, mature conversation about your first time. So if you were looking for a story time, I apologize. This is not that kind of video. So I have some notes written down in my notebook right here. If you guys see me looking down at all, that's what I'm looking at. I just want to make sure I don't miss anything. And also just another little note, I'm going to be very careful with my choice of words in this video, just because I don't want YouTube to be like, oh, this is an inappropriate video, and they end up taking my stuff down, because I don't want that. So I'm going to try and be as clear as possible with my lingo that I'm using, and hopefully you guys can pick up on the lingo that I'm using. I'm just going to try my best. So before I get into this video, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and let's get into the conversation. So when talking about doing the do, I feel like a lot of people have different views and opinions on the topic. I feel like there are some people who associate it with just an overall deep meaning when it comes to that topic, and then there are some people who don't view it in a very deep type of way. It's just very surface level for them, and it's just kind of a whatever type of thing. Whatever perspective you have on it, it's totally fine. I'm just here to provide some information and guidance when it comes to doing it for the first time. I'm basically just going to be addressing common topics and focus points when people talk about their first time, and hopefully I can provide some ease and comfort with the conversation. So first things first, I feel like a lot of people, especially more specifically women, talk about pain during their first time. Now, I am not going to confirm nor deny that statement. I will just say every woman's body is different. So it all just depends on you, your body, and your pain tolerance, really. I'm not going to say that you won't feel any pain at all, as bad as that may sound, but I mean, you just have to kind of think about it like you're going to be having things in places where you've never had things in that place before, if you understand what I'm saying. You know, this is a new experience. This is like the first time your body's going to be experiencing that. So, I mean, it's going to be some discomfort. You know, it's not the most comfortable thing at first, but once your body starts getting used to it, if you continue to do it, then, you know, it will get better. But for the first time, I will say just to expect to experience some discomforts. Also, when it comes to it being your first time, whether you view it as a deep meaning to you or not, you just want to make sure that it's on your terms. You want to make sure that it's something you're ready for. You want to make sure that first of all, make sure you're mature enough about just the topic of doing the do. You know, like if it's something that you can't even talk about, if it's something that still makes you giggle when you talk about, you know, maybe you shouldn't be engaging in those activities. You know, this is a very mature topic, and if it's something you don't take seriously and just kind of feel uncomfortable even to just talk about, how are you going to even feel comfortable actually doing the motions? You know what I mean? So you want to make sure that you're mature enough to do it. You also want to make sure that you're doing it for you. You know, you don't want to do it just because your friends have done it and they're telling you about their stories and they're saying, oh, you have to do it. You don't want your partner making you feel like you're obligated to do it. Like, this has to be something that you feel you are genuinely ready for within yourself. and that is something that you actually want for yourself. You know, if you feel like this is the right person to be doing these things with, you know, you want to make sure that this person, regardless of how you feel about it, I feel that it's important to make sure that this person is clean, that it's someone that you do know, that it's someone that you trust. All in all, it's on your terms, and that it's something you are genuinely ready for yourself, and not because other people are having an influence on your decisions. So that's very important. Do it for you, not for others. Now, I know for some people, once again, just going back to those different perspectives on it, some people feel like maybe you have to be married first. Some people feel that you have to be with someone for a certain amount of time, or maybe you have to be in a relationship with someone for a certain amount of time, or once again, maybe you just do it just to do it, just because it's fun and you just want the pleasure of it, whatever. All I will say is just be careful and be safe, just because all it takes is one time. And that's something that you will hear a lot when maybe if you're learning about it in school for the first time or whatever, and maybe people who have actually just experienced it, all it takes is one time to get an STD, an STI, get pregnant, have babies. Like, it just takes one time. So I definitely recommend using protection for your first time if that is something that you don't want to have happen to you, especially if you are someone who is just doing it just for fun, and maybe it's just like a one-time type of thing. You want to make sure that you're safe, because you don't want it to be an experience where you look back and regret it, or you have to suffer the consequences just because you were not careful with this person. So really just make sure you're safe, make sure you're using protection, and just be safe with it. I know a lot of people make it seem like it's not a serious topic, and a lot of people think it can't be them, it won't be them, but it most definitely can be you. Do not take this for granted. It is more serious than what people make it seem to be. You know, maybe a lot of people have been dodging bullets and they've been safe, but there are also a lot of people in this world who have not been safe, and they suffer the consequences of it. And sometimes these things are irreversible, so you just want to be careful with that. All in all, when it's your first time, you really just want to make sure that you're ready for it, it's with the right person, and that you are just careful. And when you know that the time is right for you, you know that the time is right for you. I will say this though, just me being me, if you are, I will say if you're under the age of 18, chill out on that. You know, this is not an activity for kids to be doing. It is a much more deeper thing than what people make it seem like it is, and that's my personal opinion. You know, everybody's different, but you know, with doing the do comes with a lot of other things that people do not talk about, and I think I may actually do another video on that, things that people don't really talk about when it comes to doing the do. But just be careful, you guys. Don't feel pressured to do it just because you're at a certain age, or if you feel like you've been with someone for a certain amount of time. If other people are constantly talking about their stories, you know, this is something that you have to do for you. It's on your terms when you feel ready to do it, and you will know when that time is right. So I know that was kind of a lot, but I hope I was able to kind of ease some of your guys' minds and provide some useful information that you guys can take with you if you are planning on having this experience for the first time. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to give it a huge thumbs up. Make sure you comment and share this video as well. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel if you are not already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Okay, bye.